Yo,
No?
nice. All right. Hello, everybody.
Well,
What was that?
I said, welcome everyone.
Oh, yeah, everyone should feel welcomed. We are doing a live watch through of These Little Antics. It's here, let's see if I can get. There we go. These Little Antics. We're doing a live watch through of my new short film. I uploaded it yesterday. I uploaded it like 24 hours ago. It has like 90 views now.
Yeah, it got really popular very quickly.
It did, yeah. That's like surpassing the lifetime views of pretty much everything I've uploaded in the last year, besides like To Be Objectively Wrong, Pretenders, and Meatball Spire.
Yep.
I think those are the only three things I've uploaded in the last year where the lifetime views are more than the first 24 hours of These Little Antics. So it's
exactly on par with Cricket Control. I think I'm barely anything above it.
the only difference is it took like 10 months for Cricket Control to get that many, or it took like 24 hours for These Little Antics. So
It's like incredibly quick.
yeah, we're just gonna watch this and we're gonna kind of give commentary. I wrote, directed, produced, and pretty much did everything for this. Blake assistant directed. He was there. He assistant directed and did the art direction for this, and gave me some moral support as I was writing.
Up there.
Yeah.
That was Crowbar Handler.
Crowbar handler. He did find us a crowbar, which is probably falls under the art director's job. We got Coco in the chat. Hello, Coco. It's great to see you.
Hello. Welcome to the director's commentary.
Yeah.
In this stream, I'm not. Oh, wait. For a wind. I'm seeing. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
It's just that you just changed it away from These Little Antics. I thought it hadn't showed up on stream at all.
Oh. Yeah, no, you guys can see my screen. Alright, here we go.
It's so great that we all get to see each other for Christmas.
I actually don't believe in Christmas. I'm waiting for marriage. So that was a joke.
How did Wilson get out of this one? Someone better be dead.
So I think a big part of this scene, and this is something we will definitely be discussing later, is the audio.
Yeah. There's a story to that one.
There's
for
a
sure.
story to that one, and we'll discuss that when we get there. But I think a big part of this scene was trying to get the static. I think this scene especially, I really had to kind of keep the static under control. And there are certain shots, especially like right here, right after I say I'm waiting for marriage, I had to use like a lot of artificial static and try to like fade it in. Yeah.
Some of these lines become a little hard to hear because I know, like the Wilson. I remember when I was doing my first watch through of this on my own time. It's kind of hard to tell that he's saying somebody's name. And that's
So that was a joke.
what happens when you're shooting from so far away, as we'll get into.
Yeah. I mean that's good to know, because I guess I think the audio sounds. I think every word in this is audible, but also I know what every word is supposed to be. So I guess it's good to have like an outside perspective.
How did Wilson get out of this one? Someone better.
Yeah, I guess he kind of does glance over the Wilson. Like, how did Wilson get over this? Get out of this one? Yeah.
Better be dead.
He said something about a birthday cake situation, and Rock was supposed to know what that means.
I don't know anything about a birthday cake. I actually don't speak to birthday cakes anymore since one of them killed my father.
That's some foreshadowing
Say
right there.
shit like that.
Mhm.
And how are you expect us to respond?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe I'm sorry your father was brutally murdered by a blade-wielding birthday cake?
That was a hard line to get.
This movie is actually a villain origin story. We just haven't directly said so in the title or anything.
That's true. Yeah. It's setting up, of course, the birthday cake for
Yeah, of course.
To
The
get it.
birthday cake universe.
Yeah, exactly. The cinematic universe for the birthday cake. That was a hard line to get to shoot this one, because True kept laughing at and I think actually the shot I ended up using, she burst out into laughter right after the shot ended, but I managed to like cut out just enough. And actually, same thing here I'm yelling, and as I think it was the best take for the first half. It was just at the end I started like grinning.
Yeah.
So that's why I cut to true right there. Is I'm yelling.
My blade-wielding birthday cake?
Cut away before I like become like obviously grinning.
Yeah, you can see it right at the edges of your mouth there.
Yeah. I still think that like yeah, you can kind of see that like I'm like trying to laugh or trying not to laugh.
Yeah, it's just subtle enough that it doesn't impact the scene.
Exactly. Yeah.
Nothing good to remember.
Let's just open presents.
It's like such a loud chair drag.
Yeah, it was actually a lot louder. I that was one of the ones that was like really blown out. And so when I was going through and I was changing all of the levels right after Jake sent me the composition, I was like really working on that one to make sure that it's like a good volume.
Yeah.
You did that drawing.
You see, the
I
problem
did.
is everything. This isn't something that can be
Hi,
worn at
Blake
all
Killian.
in public, and it certainly isn't comfortable enough to be worn at home.
That
If I can,
yeah.
I remember specifically thinking, like, before we shot this one, what I usually do with my movies is I specifically say don't wear any branded T-shirts with like a company logo on it, just so we can avoid any potential like copyright issues. And the second that Sean mentioned he had an Among Us T-shirt to use for the uncomfortable T-shirt, all of that went right out the window for me. It's like, yeah, we're gonna use the Among Us T-shirt.
Yeah, I wrote that line as like one of the most like generic things possible. I wanted to when I was originally developing Harry, because obviously you know a lot of these characters very well developed characters.
Of course.
When I was developing Harry as this deep emotional character, I wanted to make him a, sort of like the like picky one, like the snob of the group.
Oh,
You
of
know?
course. Sort of.
Yeah, so he's opening this gift and it's like, oh, he has like very specific clothing tastes. And then we just ended up giving him an Among Us shirt.
Shut the hell up, Harry.
Devin's improvisation in this scene, I thought was really funny.
Yeah, the emotional delivery behind a lot of his lines are pretty fantastic.
Yeah, because alternatively, he was supposed to be the one that just is so bored and gives almost no emotion in this. But then on the set, we thought it'd be really funny if he just like really loved Among Us and he was just really offended that Harry was insulting this gift, which had no association with him whatsoever.
Brings from the tears.
Yep. So, but I thought it turned out pretty funny with like some of his lines in the scene.
Agreed. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll open my gift now.
that was another one that was really blown out.
I had an issue with making this
The coupon.
coupon. If you were wanting back to it, because you can see I got like the 29% off all food-like objects is the really obvious joke there. But what was in the script is it's supposed to be obvious that it's expired, and unless you pause on it, you can't really see that it says it expires between 1945 and 1946.
I did kind of realize that. Like, I realized, like, oh, maybe that's more of like an Easter egg than an actual point. Fortunately, they do like actively bring it up later. Like, they actively call it expired later. So, it's like at the very least, it's like it's being made known that it was expired, even if it's not super obvious. Quite. Yeah, exactly.
Obvious as I would have liked it to be.
Yeah.
No, that's an actual QR code for anyone interested.
Yeah. Paused right now. You can scan it, see what's see what it is. I haven't tried it. You know, I don't know what it is, but you can. You're free to do that.
Yeah. Options always open.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas, buddy.
Okay, alright. I'm just gonna open my gift. Who the hell got me a butter knife for Christmas?
So that way you don't cut yourself on a real knife.
Honestly, I didn't actually like my delivery on that one.
Well, the new square was.
I remember the first time you said it, you were freaking out, and then all of us cracked up as well, thinking that you were like not intentionally doing that.
Yeah, that I just genuinely messed up the line. Yeah.
That was an intentional part of my delivery. We're
Yeah.
Like, oh,
Sign up twice.
That would mean nobody got you a gift.
What do you mean? Isn't that one for me?
And that was when we had moved on to a new page. That line right there, the what do you mean? Isn't that one for me? We had moved on to a new page, and I think the audio transition there just kind of sounded a little weird. Because I think,
What do you mean?
yeah, right there where True says, nobody got you a gift. That was the very end of, I think, page 2. So we stopped filming there. And then this is the very beginning of that whole new, like, sort of set shots. Because that's how we filmed it. We basically had 10 pages, I think, and we just shot, like, each page at a time, yeah.
Isn't that one for me?
I didn't bring that one.
Yeah. Thanks for letting us know, Square.
Fuck you.
That was another improvised line by Devin.
that was a fantastic one.
Oh, yeah.
Then who brought it?
I don't know, maybe.
Oh, this is the other one where the static was just way out of control.
Oh yeah,
When True's talking, I don't know why right here was so bad, but I could not get that static down. So again, I kind of had to play around with it a little bit.
that's what you could.
Yeah, raise some static elsewhere so it kind of sounds consistent. Yeah.
Okay.
If you look at the package, you'll notice how one half of that is wrapped beautifully, and the other half is crumpled into information of being wrapped.
Can we get
That's
a good
'cause
shot of it?
Apparently, yeah, there should be the close-up shot.
Yeah.
Give 2 gag gifts for Christmas.
What do you mean?
Isn't
Isn't that
Yeah,
one?
isn't that one for me? Yeah. You can see one half of that is wrapped very nicely.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like the half on the sides, that's pretty well done, and then the right side is where it's all crumpled into something that vaguely resembles wrapping paper.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think because what had happened was somebody was trying to wrap it. They weren't doing very well, and then Blake, our art director, comes in. He's like, "Come on, this is my job. I know what I'm doing." And Blake goes and
Yes, of course.
wraps it beautifully.
As master art director, this is something I'm very skilled in,
Yeah,
obviously.
yeah.
And Brianna definitely didn't do the nice half.
I didn't bring that one.
Yeah. Thanks for letting us know, Square.
Fuck you.
I don't think any of us brought that. Did you, Harry?
Then who brought it?
I don't know. May as well open it.
Okay.
Unboxing time.
Yeah, that's also just a little bit drawn out. But it's not too bad.
It's a safe. Someone managed to pop the expired restaurant coupon when it comes
I think the ticking here, I think,
This isn't that bad.
Uh,
You aren't worried about
ended up sounding pretty good.
So
Yeah.
you're saying wax
Yeah.
Christmas gift to the box.
Guys.
And then I kind of raise the volume when we draw attention to it.
Safe.
Is that a bomb?
A bomb? Jesus Christ, did someone have a hit on you?
Really, Harry? There might be a bomb in here and you're still thinking
I
about
love the pacing for this scene. I think part
It's
of
really-
that is just me giving myself props as the editor, but I also think that just the way kind of Graham's shots kind of went together in these. I was specifically telling him like when sort of tensions start to rise, we should take it off the tripod so that way they look a bit more shaky. And I think
Oh, yeah.
it looks a lot, but that looks really good in this scene.
I love this line here. The you're still thinking about the birthday boy, but it's like just on the precipice of not being understandable as a joke.
Yeah, well, I remember Goose didn't even Goose asked like what that line meant.
I'm very curious for everybody who actually did watch These Little Antics if you understood that this is a joke about Jesus Christ being the birthday boy for Christmas.
that was one of like when I was like just kind of putting this together in my head, that was one of the first jokes I came up with, and I'm like, I have to put that in somewhere.
It's like old, but I don't know if anybody actually got it. Because I don't either.
Is that a bomb?
A bomb? Jesus Christ, someone have a hit on you?
Really, Harry? There might be a bomb in here and you're still thinking about the birthday boy?
Those are the ones writing jokes. Just take the safe and throw it in a river or something.
Do you have any idea what kind of damage that would cause?
I love this shot here.
Fuck out of here.
What was that?
Probably my favorite shots in the movie.
Yeah, I love all the ones where it's like a continuous that one and like the fight shot where it then pans to Devin and Goose later on.
Yeah.
That one I also really like that one. Your mic is kind of blowing out a couple times, like I think when you like abruptly start speaking. You wanna
That sucks. I'm not quite sure how to fix that. I could see if I can do something with my input sensitivity.
yeah.
Maybe, yeah, does this work? Is that any better?
I don't know, you sound good now. It's just sometimes like when we're watching it and then all of a sudden you start speaking, like I can't really hear you. And if I can't hear you, then the stream's not gonna hear you well, so
Then let me the fuck out of here. What's going on? Santana stuff.
Oh, how convenient is that? What the hell is this? Some kind of bottle episode?
that was obviously a reference to the Air Hockey Championships 2019 short film. Huh?
The one and only.
The one and only, yeah.
How the hell do you know?
Boom! Right there. This
Funny.
is the very first shot right here that is recorded, where the audio is recorded with the boom mic, not this one. That one right there. Like, how the hell do you not know what a bottle episode is?
So the book we've been holding the entire time and hovering over the actors the whole time. Brianna's been holding it, and now it's on.
Now it's on. Yeah.
Next shot.
So we had so first off, you haven't been able to use that boom mic for like 2 years because you didn't know you had to put batteries in it.
Yeah.
So I get there on the day, I'm like, well, do you have to put batteries in it? And he's like, I don't know. And I'm like, I'm messing around with it. I'm like, oh, you do. There is a battery in here. It's probably dead.
Right here. Yep.
So we switch that out. We put it in, and then I'm like, look, there is a light on here. Oh, my dog's trying to get out of my room.
Yeah, it was great. Just fantastic. And I was already feeling stupid enough for not having put a battery in there in the first place.
Yeah. So somehow in that whole debacle, the switch somehow gets turned off. I don't know. Maybe it was me. Maybe it was someone else. Maybe when Graham was plugging it in, something happened. I don't know.
Yeah. Sure.
But somehow the boom mic gets turned off. And we are filming, and like I said, we were filming page by page. And this line here by Devin is the last line of page 4. After we film page 4, I'm like, I'm going to go check in with Graham. I'm going to go see how the audio is doing. And I go over to the camera, and the audio is doing nothing. There's no bouncing line. There's nothing.
We noticed on some of the playbacks that it wasn't playing any audio off the camera and just completely ignored it, like thinking that's how the camera playback worked or something.
I had played stuff back, and I was just assuming, maybe there's something in the mic slot. So maybe it's blocking like audio output or something. And so I'm like freaking out, and then I look at the boom, and I'm like, oh shit, it's off.
Yeah, no green light.
And we I think at that point we moved everything over to my computer so I could watch it there. since, we had made the mistake of assuming that audio couldn't be played back through the camera. And we're like, oh fuck, what are we gonna do? Are we gonna have to dub this? This isn't Squid Game.
That would be the worst case scenario.
Well, second worst case scenario.
We won't get into the first one.
Fortunately, thank fucking God we did this. I thought it would be fun to record some behind the scenes so I can make a behind the scenes video. And what you're watching right now is probably going to get edited as part of the behind the scenes video, the live stream. I'll probably get some footage from the day of, and I'll probably use some of this for the behind the scenes video.
Yeah.
Joey was there with a camera the whole day recording everything.
Every single scene, all the stuff in between it. There's a lot of footage from that behind the scenes camera.
Yeah. Overall,
It's right?
what was that?
Was it like 7 gigabytes?
It was way more than 7 gigabytes. Overall, my project folder for These Little Antics is just under 50 gigabytes. I believe about 30, at least 35 of those are just behind the scenes footage. Not even including the regular footage, just behind the scenes footage.
Impressive.
Yeah. So, all the audio you've heard up to this point in this first 3 minutes, 16 seconds has all been from the behind the scenes camera.
Yeah, so for most of it, it's like from 10 feet away, just using the mounted microphone on the camera.
Yeah, so that's why a lot of static early on is not so great. Right here,
Yep.
I think there's a pretty distinctive, you can obviously tell a new microphone is being used, which I'm not thrilled with, but better than just continuing to line up the behind the scenes.
Definitely noticeable.
Yeah.
At least the stuff in the earlier half is understandable, and we didn't have to dub over it.
Yeah, that's... I feel like we could have gotten better audio quality, but it would not have looked good if we tried dubbing over it. It would.
I've done a dub once for a movie. I think Undercover Agents 2 was the one that I did, where we had this one specific scene where I think the mic was off or something similar to this, and the characters don't even show their faces because both of them are covered by sheets the whole time. But still, everything they're saying just doesn't quite line up with how the sound of the scene was, because it's recorded more the mic than it would normally be, so you miss any of that outdoor static sound.
Okay, yeah.
It's tricky to set it up so it actually lines up audio-wise to what you're looking at.
Yeah.
It doesn't your actors are talking right into the camera.
Yeah. Fortunately, I think I've gotten better at controlling different types of different audio things to kind of I've gotten really good at using static to kind of set a scene, and so if I'm doing an outdoors thing, I feel like I could probably make it sound outdoors with a dub, but there is always the issue of you gotta get everything lined up, I think. Yeah.
Because ideally you want your actors, if you're dubbing over it, to be farther away from the camera like they would be in the shot. It becomes sort of a whole thing if you want it to actually look and sound good.
Right, exactly. It's almost it's a whole thing to make a movie.
Almost.
Yeah.
Also, you'll notice if you're watching this one scene, there's a particular squid guy just hanging out on top of the cabinet up there.
Oh wait, did that actually make it into the final cut?
Looks like it did. If you see him up there.
Which did you see him in a specific shot?
No, the shot you were just on.
Shot. Oh. Hang on.
Is that? What the hell is this? Some kind of bottle episode?
Oh, okay. I was looking at the stair handle, but no, yeah, there's a squid hat up there. Hey, this reference Easter egg. Foreshadowing.
I think there's a skull underneath that hat, and I'm not sure exactly what that's supposed to insinuate.
Squid.
So we just leave it sort of open for viewer interpretation.
Ooh. Maybe the original Squid guy's dead.
It's very possible.
Yeah. Us coming up with lore on the spot. Oh, wait. They can't even hang on. I just realized your webcam's in the way. Right up there.
My face.
Yeah. Now eat your face back up.
Up to your interpretation, I'd like to say.
Yeah.
Then there's probably some other shot where you can see it, but I've got the original grainy coffee cup is on the counter in the kitchen. And that probably marks like the 10th movie that Grainy has made a cameo in. I just put him everywhere. He's also on the coupon.
Oh, yeah, the Granio's restaurant.
That's it. That's the one.
Yeah.
How's that a bottle episode?
How the hell do you not know what a bottle episode is? A bottle episode is an episode.
Nobody cares. We need to figure out how to disarm that bomb.
I think I might know how to do that.
Okay, let the
I like this was one of my favorite shots to do. I think my performance in this one was really good.
You're giving up that easily?
Yeah, at least I'm doing something. Square's just sitting over there doing nothing.
I tried to get us out of this goddamn house.
Everyone just shut up!
I don't think that turned out
Are we
really
dead?
good.
No, dumbass,
Yeah.
we're not dead.
Can I tell the story of how that one actually? We shot that one?
Yeah.
I think we had, like, the entire crew. We probably had, like, 7 people, I want to say. I could be we're way off. But we had everyone that's in this shot is exactly where they're supposed to be, and then we have the camera person. Everyone else is standing at all of the lights in the house right next to the light switches. So exactly when we hear True kick the safe, all of us turn off the lights at the same time.
Yeah. I actually have so this is the very safe. This is the one we used. You can't even see it, Blake, because my camera's not on Discord. But I think right here, there is a dent here.
True.
I believe.
Pretty hard.
Yeah, she did. Yeah, and and I'm like very confident that is what it's from, because I noticed that. I think the night I drove back from your house when we shot this, I pulled the safe up to my room, and I just looked at it and I'm like, oh, there's a dent here, and I was thinking about it. I'm like, that's probably from when True kicked it.
Yep. More than likely.
Yeah. So,
yeah, I actually moved the Honeywell logo from that. It's like super visible on the safe itself in all the shots. But in the thumbnail, I like covered over it with the same color as the rest of the safe.
Yeah.
So there's not just Little Antics Honeywell as the subtitle of the movie.
Yeah, I actively remember you like being like, we should probably remove this, and I'm like, yeah, it's probably a good idea. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we dead? No, dumbass, we're not dead.
So right here, actually, one of the issues we had. By the way, I've said this before to you, Blake. I am never again recording a movie with single system audio, meaning you take the mic and plug it directly into the camera. Because you get situations like what we described earlier. And you also get situations like this, what I'm about to describe, where the audio track that was recorded through the camera, I don't know why, but a couple times in this film, this is one of them, it cut out like during the shot, which is really weird. So I am always going to record with like an audio recording device into the mic, separate from the camera, just so we don't get situations like this. Because right here, right as True speaks,
What are you guys doing?
that line, I'm so happy her face is out of the shot when she says that, because that was actually a different audio take.
Oh wow!
Because the original one was all like it was like, what doing? Like it. I can't imitate it, but it was basically just cutting out during her line. And then we go to right here, which was all fine. The rest of this shot is all good.
This is a great shot here with the slide over from True's perspective to what they're seeing.
I think, I thought that turned out really well.
Yeah,
but,
just the panic.
Yeah, just another reason. Always record the audio separately, because I think that's just another thing that we would have ended up with better audio for. If I had behind the scenes, an audio track, and then directly from the camera, that's 3 different audio sources to choose from. So.
What are you guys doing?
I thought maybe a demon was here to kill us.
Well, now you know that there isn't a demon. Will you put your weapons down?
No, I don't think we will. Seriously, guys?
I don't think you understand. I don't care enough to engage with this bullshit.
Yeah, and have you forgotten that there still might be a bomb in here?
And what are these little antics going to do about that?
That's the
name of the movie.
That's the name of the movie.
Whoa!
That's crazy.
I'm also realizing a continuity error here where the curtains are closed.
Yeah.
I don't think earlier shots.
They've probably been opened and closed throughout the entire thing. There are several shots, and actually I will bring this up later on, but there are shots during the fight scene where there's actual film equipment in the background. So it's...
Yeah, I did my best to move stuff because we had these 2 gigantic tripod things that we were just moving around constantly.
Yeah.
I think we had the light and the tripod itself.
Yeah.
So I did my best to not have those in the shots, but it was tricky sometimes.
They made it into a couple of the shots. And
back hanging against the china cabinet.
Yeah, it ended up that way. Obviously, if this was a bigger budget thing, I would have not liked that. But for one little short film filmed on one day, it's a little Easter egg.
I think we had the same curtains issue during the production of Laugh Track, where sometimes it's closed, sometimes it's open, but it's super bright light is coming out from behind the back of the curtain. It's probably reflecting off the white of it. But it was very bright every single shot that you see them closed in Laugh Track.
Ah, yeah. Right here, that was so I hit the safe 3 times. But we actually switched shots during that. What you look
I'm just noticing the script underneath your legs.
I did not. I have never seen that. I've never seen that. Oh my god. So I hit the save 3 times. But in the shot, so I hit it twice with this shot. 1, 2, right there. The hitting sound effect was awful. It was like a bitch hit sound. It was terrible. It was a little not good. So I actually what I ended up doing was I just pulled the hitting sound from the second time. That one right there, the second time I hit the safe. I just duplicated that and used it again right there. Didn't even move the original one. Because it just blended into it just blended into the one that I had. So yeah. Yeah, oh my god, the script is there. I
love that shot. That one's gold.
Yeah, that shot, and then I was just gonna say the music right here. I think the music for this fight, the scene specifically. Big props to Jake on this one.
I remember during the original playback of this that we had yesterday, I was bobbing my head the entire time.
I saw that, and then I started bobbing my head too. Yeah. This is some fight choreography at its finest. Oh, right there. Here, wait.
Yeah.
Right there. You see the tripod? I think that's also the ring light right there.
Yeah, both of them.
Yeah, in the corner. And then right there, right by right where my finger is on
Oh yeah.
stream. Yeah, there's and something else that bugs me is you don't see Goose in this shot, but then we do a slight camera shift. Camera and tripod are gone. Goose is just chilling there with his feet out.
Way over into where the last shot was. Yeah.
Yeah. So a little fun behind the scenes for this part actually. Let me go back to, I think you know what I'm talking about. So right here, you'll see I have this candy cane. Now, my dumbass thought bringing a candy cane will be fine. Okay? The first time we get... Not this one. This shot right here. The first time we get this shot, Drew flings it back super hard, and it breaks, and the candy goes flying. So I believe in this shot, actually, if we look close enough, there's probably tape on the...
Yeah.
I guess we did a really good... Huh?
There was so much tape.
There was. Well, I think this was the first time we repaired it, so there wasn't a lot of tape, but I think there's tape somewhere on that. It's just kind of hard to see.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'm holding it in the middle, which just confirms even more. I believe this shot was taken after it broke, because I was holding it at the bottom until it broke. You see where I'm holding the candy cane?
Yeah.
Look at where my hand is on the candy cane. It's in the middle. Whereas before I was holding it at the bottom. So I think I was holding it in the middle to cover up the tape.
Yeah, you kind of get flashbacks to the safe kicking scene. True went all out repeatedly during this.
Yeah.
A little too much behind something.
So we repaired it because I didn't. My dumbass didn't bring another one. And then it breaks like 2 or 3 more times. And we just keep trying to repair it. So if we do that shot, I stand up. And eventually we're like, you know what, we are just going to break this thing on camera. So that was going to explain why it's broken. So this one was deliberate. I get it in the way, I block, and it breaks. And you'll see there's the tape right there.
Oh yeah, a lot of it.
Yeah.
It's like none of that nice red wrapping and the translucent like plastic.
Yeah.
That's tape.
That is Scotch tape right there. But yeah, this was not this part was not in the script. I was supposed to use the original toy candy or plastic candy cane for the entire fight.
I think we taped it again, and then we tried to get this shot again, and True broke it a second time. And so eventually, like, we gotta put this in the script that it just breaks, and we'll figure.
I think she accidentally broke it like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, exactly. It just kept breaking, and we kept adding more tape until eventually we're like, this isn't gonna work anymore.
Yeah.
This is more than candy cane at this point.
Yeah. And then you'll see right there I have the candy cane sort of in the back of my in the back of my shirt.
It's hard to tell in the next shot that they are candy canes, unfortunately.
I was gonna say, I think it is kind of hard to tell it's candy canes until we go up the stairs. I think at that point it's like, well, if you're looking at my hands, you can tell that they're candy canes. That
candy cane, it had like these little chocolates inside of it that kept falling out every time. When we were cleaning up the Christmas tree like a week ago, Mom found like another one of those tiny little candies underneath the Christmas tree cover. All over the living room.
Oh my god, yeah. Yeah, the first time she broke it, we didn't expect anything. In fact, that's almost definitely not even almost definitely, that is going in the behind the scenes video. So if you're watching this on main, through the edited behind the scenes video, you will have seen when True just flings it back, and none of us expected it to break. We just burst out laughing. But right here, pull out the candy cane from behind my shirt. And you can hear the rapping a little bit there at the very least. I like that.
Get over here!
And I'm basically just trying to run away, and True's chasing me. I think the get over here was improvised. Yeah. We go upstairs, and when we were doing this, it was so funny. Me and True were upstairs, and we were just like banging the candy canes and stuff like up against like the railing. On the stairs. Yeah. Yeah, we just went up there, and we were just kind of making like fight noises. I wish Joey was up there to record us. He might have been. I don't remember. I can't remember where he was during the shot, but
that might be one of the candy cane chocolates right there on the arm of the chair.
I think that is, yeah. But we were just up there, like it was so funny. We were just up there, like blah, blah, fight noises, and then just to kind of have like an ambience while Devin and Goose talk. And this is another one of the shots that I really like. Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't they do the same thing last year? Yeah. Last year they were fighting over the last cookie. Oh, I remember that.
Wait!
Yeah, now you can like see the candy canes. I think it's a little more obvious now.
The crowbar.
So that's the door here is
Huh?
that in this shot with the door, it's open, but then when we cut to the one where it's you against the door is completely closed.
Yeah, well, there's that, and then also if you look at like the elevation of my hands, they kind of change throughout.
In the script, there was supposed to be like a shelf in a hallway where a crowbar drops from.
Yeah.
Reason. In this one, I just like perch it just barely on top of the doorknob, but we don't get enough of seeing it. So by the time you actually see the doorknob, it's just on the floor under the door. Like that's just where people crowbars.
Yeah. I mean, you can kind of just see it fall, but yeah, I mean, right there, it's in the doorknob, and then right there, boom, falls.
Yeah.
The crowbar.
I'm not letting you change weapons.
No, we can use this to open the safe.
And this is another one of the shots where the audio kept, where the audio was like kind of cutting out.
All right.
And you can actually kind of hear it. So I had to make a choice during the editing. Basically, I really liked how
Use this to open the safe.
True, like she takes a moment and she kind of takes a deep breath, and you could hear it, but the audio kind of cuts out there.
All right.
Whereas the alternative was I would cut out the part where she takes a deep breath, or cut out like the audio for that. And you can't really see it visually. I ended up keeping in the part where it kind of cuts out a little bit because I like that you could like hear that. But I could have made it sound better by taking that out and just using static. Because I actually did that. I'm like, I don't like that you can't hear her like breathing though. Like that just, it sounds weird. Like it looks like literally she's just sitting there and then just said her line. All right. You know, that's what it felt like. Was that she was just reading a line from a script. And so I think that doing it this way made it didn't sound as good, but I think it overall made it better.
A little bit better.
Yeah. God damn. My dog is at my door. Should have let her in. I'm gonna let her in.
The dog.
All right.
Now, one issue I noticed with like a lot of the shots during these Little Antics is that they're kind of out of focus for a lot of them. Like I know it's especially prominent on the one where you're, I think, originally talking or asking if it's some sort of bottle episode.
Yeah. No, that shot specifically, I know exactly which one you're talking about, and I think I absolutely agree with you on that one. I think you have a better camera than me. I think because mine autofocuses, and I don't think I haven't found a manual focus option on mine. And B, I think something that we even discussed on set was just I think my camera is kind of like grainy. I mean, you can see it in this shot even. Like I think like a lot of the shots in this I think are just really grainy.
Especially with the lighting.
Yeah.
A little bit.
I don't use this camera often. I think in fact, on set, I saw I was looking through the stuff and I'm like, oh, we saw therapy footage on this. Like that was what that camera was used for, and then I think before that was bottle episode. Chabot search and then bottle episode before that. So I don't use that camera very often.
You'll see in the behind the scenes that I would say that a lot of the shots might look better just because we're using my like really good quality DSLR camera for it. But I didn't tell Joey, I forgot to tell Joey that there is a focus ring on that until like halfway through production. So a lot of them might be out of focus.
Does your camera have like an autofocus option? Or is it just exclusively manual?
I think it might have an autofocus option, but I probably have that turned off.
Okay.
I'm not totally sure. I haven't done a whole lot of digging into the settings of my camera, so I don't know a whole lot about how it works. I've just been using it for the last like 5 years.
Okay. Yeah, I think for moving shots, autofocus is better because I think it's just too difficult to like manual focus during
definitely.
a moving shot. But for static shots, where like if it's just like a dialogue conversation and it's two people sitting there, I think it's really better to just have manual focus because you know nothing's gonna change. They're just sitting there.
You don't run the risk of the camera scuffing it up for you.
Exactly. Yeah.
Guys,
Who won? This time. He means who won this time.
We found a crowbar.
I like this dialogue back and forth. I think that was edited really well.
No, we can use this to pry open.
Whoever edited this did a really good job.
The editor was really good for this one. I really like Devin's delivery on that one line for some reason. It's just like something about that. He did that
Which one? The Who one?
No, the one right after that.
We can use this to pry open the safe.
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about. Yeah.
guys,
Who won? This time. He means who won this time.
We found a crowbar.
Please don't start hitting the safe again. At this point, I don't think there's any better ideas.
No.
I think actually both Goose and Devin right there.
Yeah.
I think I like just time where it's just two of them back and forth. I think their deliveries ended up really well. Like even that whole camera panning to them during the fight scene. I thought their deliveries were really good doing that.
We can use this to pry open the safe.
Their character dynamic of just being tired of is it Whack and Maddie's?
Yeah. Little
constant
Antics.
fight. Yeah, they're Little Antics.
well, what's inside?
It's an alarm clock.
I remember Graham specifically asking me on this shot to redo it because he wanted me to like look down and let the camera pan, or like so that way he could pan the camera while I was looking down.
Good idea with that one.
I think the shot turned out really good.
So all of this was for nothing?
Well, I mean, it's not a total loss. I got a brand new safe and an alarm clock.
I specifically actually during the editing, I don't know if anybody caught this. You have the sort of faint ticking noise
Was for
right here.
nothing.
Like we have the loud ticking noise. And then we draw attention away from the alarm clock, and so it's a little quieter now.
Was for nothing?
Well, I mean, it's
And
not
then
a total loss.
I cut the ticking as
I got a
soon
brand new safe.
Did you grab it?
as I grab it. And so the implication being that like my hand did something with it when I caught it. Because I didn't want the ticking to persist throughout the entire thing. And so I was looking for like sort of a way to cut it out, and like I'll cut it as soon as I grab it. Like, you know, I'm kind of putting my hand over all the buttons. So maybe I hit something.
I didn't notice it quieting when it goes to the true shot, but I did notice the second you grab it, it does silence. I like how you do that.
And
Like you're hitting the
alarm
snooze button.
I got something
Yeah.
out of this.
clock. I'm just confused as to why someone would give you an alarm clock.
This was
So
Go for it. Go ahead.
I was watching this with my parents last night, showing them these little antics, and my mom made the observation that digital alarm clocks don't actually make that noise, which cracked me up.
I'm
It's like,
aware.
oh, yeah, you're right, they don't have that mechanical ticking, but it's fine. It's a little antic.
I'm aware. Yeah. I just that's the one I found. Wait. I think I have it back here. Hang on. Here it is. Oh, you can't see it, but stream cam. There's the alarm clock. What was that?
The one and only.
One and only, yeah. What was I gonna say? Hang on, let me skip back a little bit so I can remember what I was gonna.
I'm just
Oh,
confused as to why
right here. I'm just confused as to why someone give you an alarm clock. The actual line was like it wasn't about the alarm clock. It was about like why somebody would give you an alarm clock or like a gift like that in a safe or something like that. And I think that might have been another shot. There was some reason I couldn't use the first take we did, where she said the line more accurately. Can't even here. Let me see if I can find the script so I can tell you what she was supposed to say. Script.
Yeah, so this why who would give you
Yeah.
alarm clock.
It was let's see. I'm just confused why or who would leave a gift like that for you. This line. I guess I'm just confused who would leave a gift like that for you. Like it's less weird to get an alarm clock, but it's more weird to get an alarm clock, a ticking alarm clock inside a safe.
Yeah, clock that's on and in the safe.
Yeah, but in the original shot, there was one shot that we did. I can't remember. We either had that same audio problem where it cut out, and I just couldn't figure out how to get it to sound good, or maybe there was a problem with the framing or something.
Yeah.
But I knew that I couldn't use that shot, so I ended up going with the worst line. Because I think I remember one of the options I came up with was to not have true in the frame when she says it.
Just to have the line play instead.
Just have the line, yeah, just have the line play instead. But I'm like, no, I want true in the frame. Oh, you know what? It might have been one of the ones that we shot with both True and Goose. It might have been. I think it might have been a double shot, and I just wanted True. That might have been it. I think that's it. Yeah.
Kind of gets the point across. It's not the exact one in the script, but get the general idea.
Right.
Hang on. It's Wilson. Wilson, where are you?
Hey, Whack, I told Maddie about the birthday.
Ben had so much fun with this. So this shot, you weren't even there for Ben's thing. So we did a Secret Santa thing, which you weren't able to make, but just amongst our friends, we did a Secret Santa thing amongst our friends, and I get there, I'm like, hey guys, we have this one shot that we still need to do for this film, and Ben was down to do it. This door right here, this door on the shot is the very same door from Quite Trivial.
I recognize those distinctive pink walls.
Yeah, I flipped the frame. It was actually recorded backwards. I flipped the frame because it's a conversation between me and Wilson primarily, and so if I'm facing that way, I wanted the character I'm conversing with to be facing the other way. So I ended up flipping the frame in the editing.
Wilson, where are you?
Hey, Whack, I told Maddie about the birthday cake situation. Did she not tell you?
No, she did. I just don't know what that's supposed to mean.
I vowed revenge on all birthday cakes for what they did to your father.
Are you really getting emotional over a birthday cake bit?
Anyways, Whack, did you see the gifts I left there for you?
Gifts? You mean, like, multiple?
Yeah, I left a safe and an alarm clock at your house for you.
That was you? We thought there was a bomb in there.
You thought I gave you a bomb?
Ben could not stop cracking up in that line. And actually, huh?
I love that there's no explanation for why he thought an alarm clock in a safe would be a good gift. He just says that
he's the quirky friend. Joey. So actually, Joey was in the room when we were shooting this. He was watching this, and then Yam was also just like on the ground watching us shoot this, and he had a hard time shutting up, like just not laughing, so that way we could film this.
It's a great line.
Well, no, we didn't realize it was from you.
Why didn't you guys call the police?
And again, fantastic music by Jake.
Oh yeah.
Like, I love all the inclusion of Christmas instruments in there.
Yeah.
You know,
For a Christmas
that is a
movie.
really good question.
And just in time.
Just in time for Christmas.
And this, true.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I kind of just told Drew that I wanted some art for this, and she's like, alright, and she just sent me some stuff, and I think it looked pretty good. Just kind of got the Christmas colors for the names. I think I got a Christmassy font. No, Joey Longo's in this. Huh.
I remember really digging to find a good Christmas font for the thumbnail, and I just ended up going with that one. Like, it's not the best, very Christmassy thing, but I couldn't find any better alternatives.
Oh, yeah. Here we go. Post-credit scene. And so this is the other thing that we filmed on that same day with Joey. We just went into his backyard. There's no original audio from this scene. All the audio in this scene is from Jake's composition and then sound effects that I added. And so it was pretty easy just to get a couple shots.
Jake's composition in this is fantastic.
I told Jake this yesterday, but when I first heard his composition, I hadn't even lined it up with the video yet. I was just kind of scrubbing through, and I got to the end. I'm like, okay, this is going to be part of the post-credit scene, and I just heard just what the fuck it was, and I just I actually laughed. Like, I was in my room alone, and I just laughed when I heard it. It was that funny.
I remember mentioning to Jake that it'd be cool to have a motif that's specifically for Squid Guy.
Yeah.
So every time he shows up, spoiler alert, sorry about that. That every time he shows up, we have something like this play. Just coming up with for this, I'm very excited to see it show up in future projects.
Oh yeah. That was some CGI of my own work there. Yeah.
The moon in the background of that shot, I love.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
I don't know if you'll be able to see it underneath.
Here, let me. I'll just.
Just turn my off.
Just move it real fast. I didn't even notice. Yeah, the moon's right there. And then actually, so originally I had just a fade at the very end, just like a nice long fade to black. Yeah. It was actually Jake's composition. I had heard Jake's composition, and it was like kind of this like demonic buildup, and then just sort of a quick cut, and I was like, it feels more appropriate to do like a staticky fade. So I got this static transition, and the static. You want to guess where the static is from?
Where?
From all the fucking static that we recorded throughout the 4 pages of audio where the mic was off. Yeah, that's what ended up happening was the camera didn't record nothing when the mic was off. The camera just recorded a bunch of static. So I just used all of that static whenever I needed like extra static somewhere. And right here I'm like, these are right there. And then that's it.
That's all.
That is it, yeah.
That's some little antics right there.
Those are some little antics, yeah. So that
just a minute before 420.
Just a minute before 420, hell yeah. That is our dog wants to. I'm about to end anyway, so see if I can speedrun this before my dog starts getting mad at me. That is our live watch through. I might start doing these when I make a film. But yeah, if you haven't seen these little antics yet, you should not have watched through this entire thing. You should have just gone and watched.
You just did it for yourself, you idiot.
Yeah, it's 420 now. Nice.
Nice.
My dog is now mad at me. Tell my friends it's 420, and I am just going to end the stream because I do not know how to stop streaming. That is not a thing I'm capable of doing, yeah. Subscribe to Twitch Prime.
Behind the scenes.